All right, so thank you all for joining us today. Again, my name is Chelsea, and and I am with Scott Leroy Marketing, and this is our command overview class. So we are going to start off by going to command.kw.com or agent.kw.com, and you should see this login screen. And you are going to put your username in. And just keep in mind that this is not case sensitive. Oh, and mine is not actually pulling up. So just bear with me 1 second. All right, there we go. And for the password, keep in mind that you want to make sure that there are no spaces before or after your password, or else this will cause some difficulties getting in. And if you do want to take a look at what your password is, you can just click on this eyeball button and it will be able, you'll be able to see what your password actually is, just to make sure that it's correct. All right, so now this is our dashboard. This is what you should see when you gain access to your command account. So here we are going to go over all of these icons and just go through the whole thing for you very briefly. If you have any questions on anything more specifically, we do have other classes that go more in depth about specific aspects of command. But again, today is just a brief overview for you. All right, so to get started, this is our dashboard and this is totally customizable. So you are able to come over here to the top, click on Customize Home, and you can arrange your widgets however you see fit. If you do not want to see your design updates, you can unclick that or click it again to be able to view it, and then you'll just hit Apply. So this may look a little different for you, but again, this is totally customizable. So tasks, this is really just showing you what opportunity tasks that you have for today. Recent leads, any leads that have come in, based off of wherever they are coming from, you'll be able to see right there. Your database health, this is going to tell you how your database is doing. So this will show you how many of your contacts you have a phone number for, email, address, neighborhoods. So this is a really good indicator of if you need to work on getting phone numbers. It will tell you this right here that, oh, maybe I should reach out to some of my contacts and get a phone number from them. Over here where it says design updates, this is telling you all of the new designs that have come out from KWRI. So these are able, you are able to utilize these for your own marketing. So you can take a look at what is new in design and preview them. Down at the bottom, we have product updates. So if you want to keep in the know with any new updates to command from KWRI, you can find all of that right here. And lastly, we have a notepad. So here you could just type in any notes that you want to keep yourself updated. So if we scroll back up to the top, so this is our command tab. You'll see that we have a connect tab as well. This is still being launched currently. It is similar to the intranet. So just keep that in mind. And then we do have a Command MC tab here. A lot of you may not have this. Just keep in mind that this is for Market Center staff. So if you do not have this, don't worry. Over on the right-hand side, we have our marketplace icon. So I would, if we click in here, and my computer is a little slow today, but just a brief overview. This is basically like an app store. You can add different integrations here like Homekeeper, Twilio, anything like that. All right, if we go back to the top, this bell icon here, this is telling you all of the notifications that you have. So you'll see that we do have a notification. If I dismiss this, you'll see that that red circle went away, meaning that we do not have any more notifications. All right, and we're going to skip this for 1 second. We're going to come over to the question mark. This is our help and information. So you'll see that we have some guided tours, Keller Williams University, which is, if you want any additional training, let me add some more people in, any additional training or education that you're looking for, you can go into Keller Williams University. Chat with support, you can click on that and you can be able to ask them questions or troubleshoot anything that we may not be able to help you with. And then you can also post an idea. If you have any ideas of things that you want to see, things that are not working well, you have the ability to post an idea here that will go directly to KWRI. All right. So now if we click on our name up at the top right, this is our profile. So here you're going to see that this profile that Scott has set up, he does have a team associated. So some of you may not see this, but however, if you are on a team, you'll see that you do have your other team account that you can toggle between. So if we click on this, this is going to bring us to our team database. And then we'll just go back up to the top and click on our personal account again to go back into that personal account. All right, so profile, this is our agent-facing profile for KW Connect. Then we have our settings. We have more command training. And then if you ever need to log out, for any reasons to reset, you can just hit this log out button. All right, so we are going to start off by going into profile. All right, so this is our marketing profile. You'll see your main headshot here. You'll see some information based on what roles you have and some contact information, your biography, and what service areas that you work out of. And if you do need to edit your profile, you will just click on this edit profile button to be able to edit this information. All right. So now we're going to go into settings. All right, so this is our settings. And here you're going to see all of the integrations and all of the applications that you have the ability to connect to your command account. So you'll see that we have DocuSign, and this has been connected on this profile. We have Facebook and Instagram, and you do have the ability to manage these or connect additional pages. .loop, if your office uses .loop, you would be able to click on this to connect your account. Twitter, we have some productivity integrations that you can add as well, such as your Google Calendar and your Gmail, Office 365. So under email services, you're going to see command email. So what this is when you are setting up a smart plan or an email campaign that you are sending out to your contacts. If we go to hit manage, this is the email, this email that shows up here. This is what is going to, what your client is going to see when they receive those emails. So if you want to change what they are able to see, you can change that. You can also add a custom email so that when that email campaign is going out, they can see what your custom email is. So here you'll see that you do have 5,000 available emails to send out per month. And down here you'll be able to track your monthly usage. If you do hit this 5,000 email amount in 1 month, it's going to bring you to the marketplace where you'll have to manage your subscription to add more. So if you're having any issues with email campaigns, check to see if maybe you need to up your subscription. All right, and then we have MailChimp, and then we have Twilio. So you'll see here that we are not subscribed with Twilio on this account. And if we did want to subscribe, we will hit this subscribe in marketplace button. This will bring us to the marketplace where we can get that set up. And then if you wanted to connect more apps to your command, you can do so by clicking the connect more apps button. And as I mentioned earlier, but for those of you that are just joining us now, this is our command overview class. So we are very briefly going over the command platform. If you need any more information that is a little more in depth about any of these items, we do have additional videos on our YouTube channel, as well as having additional live classes. And you can check out our training calendar to see, what would work best for you. All right, so if we go back over to the left, you'll see we have some general settings, command settings, connect settings. So a bunch of different settings that we have here. The only one that we're going to talk about today is our marketing profile. So if you go under connect settings, we'll click on our marketing profile. And again, we're going to see our photo. So over here on the right-hand side, you're going to see use my information to brand my agent site. If this is green, that means that your information on your marketing profile is being shared to the public on your individual Keller Williams branded site. If this is toggled off, that means that this information is not displaying on your agent KW site. So just keep that in mind. All right, so again, we have our photo here. This is cropped. If it does look distorted here, it will be distorted on all marketing. So if you need to resize this, you can reach out to us and we'd be happy to look into that for you. Team logo. So this does have to have an image for everyone, even if you are not on a team. So what we generally do if we set you up is we put your Market Center logo here. So we do want to make sure that there is a logo here because, when you go to send out marketing, there are 2 spaces for images. So if you do not have a logo here, it's just going to show up as a broken image. Details, anything that has the red asterisk will need to be filled out. So just keep that in mind. A slogan, if you do not have a slogan, you can just add a space as we have done there. And that will kind of trigger you to bypass actually having to put a slogan in. Any designations or credentials that you have, you can add here. Any military affiliation, you can select from the drop-down menu and add if that applies. Your biography. Some contact information here. Brokerage information will be below that. And then for compliance, so every market center is a bit different. So we do suggest you asking your market center staff, if any of this applies to you. If you do have any compliance information that you need to put, it will be down here. And then if we scroll down to social, we recommend using your business pages and not your personal pages. So just keep that in mind when going to put in your social media links. All right. So now we are going to review the applets on the side. So let's just go back to our home screen. All right, so now we are back to our dashboard. And if we go ahead, if you are not familiar with what the icons are, you can hover over, oops, where's my mouse? There we go. You can hover over it and it will tell you what that is. So you'll see home, contacts, etc. Or you can also click on the red KW button and it will open these out so that you can see what they are. So whatever works best for you. All right, so you'll see that we have home, we have contacts, tasks, smart plans, referral, opportunities, campaigns, reports, designs, listings, and consumer. So today we are just going to do a brief rundown of what these are. So we are going to start off by going to contacts. All right, let's see. Oh, and let's take out this name. There we go. Okay, so now you are able to see the contacts that we have, and a lot of these are fake contacts, so just keep that in mind. All right, so there is a lot to do within your contacts tab. So you'll see up at the top here that we have a search bar. So if you quickly need to find someone, you can search by either first, last name, email, address, or to make it easier, you can just leave everything checked off. That way, whatever you type in, it will search that for you. So if I just start typing in a name, you'll see whatever is under that will start populating. So here we have Rachel. And then you'll see tags, hometown, primary phone, etc. If you do not like the look of this, you can go over to, oops, sorry about that. You can go over to the right-hand side and click on customize columns. So we're going to click on this for a second. And this is how you are able to set up your contacts page. So if I do not want to have owner as one of my columns, I can uncheck that. I can also drag and drop to prioritize these columns. If I want primary phone first, I will just do that. And once I am satisfied with how I set this up, I will go ahead and hit apply. All right, over here we can change the way that this is viewed. So we can either do it line by line item. So let me go back into, there we go. We can have it look this way. Or if that other way was a little too small, we can click on the square icon for it to show us more information at one time. And then over here on the right, we only have 22 contacts. So that's, you know, we're going to be able to view everything on one page. But if you have a larger database, you can sort it by 25, 50, 100, or 500. And if we click on 500, it will show all 500 contacts in one page. All right. So we do have the ability to add filters. So if we click on filters, we can add specific tags based on whatever we have set up. Sort by companies. So anything that is on here, if they have been recently active, their date of birth. And then we would just click apply. So let's see if we have, I'm not sure if we have any tags. Let's see. All right, let's sort by recruit. And then all of the contacts that have that recruit tag will come up. We can also add a smart view. So if we, work exclusively with recruits and we don't want to have to add that filter every single time, we can go to create a smart view. Type in recruits and save that filter as a smart view. That way, the next time we come in, all we have to do is click on that recruits and it will populate these contacts. So you'll see we have quite a few of these made up. And then if you need to delete or make any changes, you can click on Manage Smart Views and you can either edit or delete whichever smart view that you are looking to change. All right, so on the right-hand side, you're going to see import. So if we click on this, if you are looking to import your contacts from another database, or maybe you just have had them in an Excel spreadsheet, you'll click on this and you can either upload your own document, or you can download this template, which we recommend. And then you can add them from here. And also, if you do not want to do this, or if you're having any difficulties, you can send us your spreadsheet at support@scottleroymarketing.com, and we can help upload your contacts for you. So just keep that in mind. All right, so this next button, add contact. So when we click on that, you're going to see it asks for a full name. If Joe has any relationship that we want to connect to his profile, we can do so here. So if he has a spouse, father, mother, son, etc. So let's say there is a spouse. Just keep in mind that the person already has to be added to command before being able to connect them. So we will do Rachel Green, and that is not letting me add it, and I don't know why. All right, well, I do not know why that is not working. So we will skip that for now, but that is where you can add that relationship. You'll add their email address if you have it, their phone number. You can add a lead source, and you can add as many as you want. So if they're an agent, and then we can add tags. So let's say that they are a buyer. And then if you click on this down here, you can click add more information and add any additional emails, phone numbers, their address. In their about me, you can add a description, birthday, anniversary, favorite pie, kids' names, anything like that that may help you remember, so that when you make contact, you have this unique information. So anything that will work for you. And then you'll just go ahead and click create. All right, and lastly, these three dots all the way to the right-hand side, this is where we are able to export our contacts. So if you ever want to export your full list of contacts, you can click on that. And then we also have the ability to export into mailing labels. So you can do that in a CSV file or a PDF and be able to get that file to send out some mail to your contacts. All right, so next we are going to move over to tasks. All right, so these tasks are pulling from your opportunities. So this is going to say all of the tasks that we have to do. Then you have a completed list. We have an archive list and an expired list. So if we go to our tasks to do, you'll see that we have a few things that need to be done. You'll be able to see who the contact is, who it was assigned, and this is useful if you are on a team, the priority of that task, and the due date. And you'll see here, this is also accompanied by the status that will tell you if it is past due, if it is due today, due tomorrow, next week, or later. So you'll see under actions, we have a check mark and then we have 3 dots. So let's say we'll go down to the bottom. We need to send a birthday text to Rachel Green. If that has been completed, we can go ahead and click on that complete button. Are you sure you want to mark this as complete? And we will go ahead and complete that task. And if we did that by accident, we can just go back to completed, find that task, and I guess it doesn't give you that opportunity anymore. Never mind. All right, so you may just have to recreate the task instead of being able to undo that option. All right, so if we go back to our other task and we go over to these 3 dots, we are able to edit, reschedule, add a note, or archive, the task. So if you need to edit it, you will click on that. And let's say he told you that he prefers a text instead of being called. So you can go ahead and change that to text and save that task. And then you'll see that it has been updated. And so we only have a few tasks. You're able to see all of them in this view, but if you happen to have a lot of tasks and you needed to search for something quickly, you do have the ability up here to search for a task. And then we also have a filter option as well, where you can click on only your call tasks that are due today, that are high priority. And you can apply those filters to be able to come up. And we do not have anything that fits those filters, but if you did, they would come up on that list. So we'll go ahead and we'll clear that. And if you needed to create a new task, you can go over to the right-hand side and click on that blue button there. We can click on our associate contact and we will search for a contact. So let's do Samantha Jones. Call Samantha about 123 Main Street. And this is a high priority and it's going to be due tomorrow. We will apply that and we will create that task. So now you'll see that it has this yellow status of due tomorrow. And then tomorrow it will change to orange saying due today. All right, and that's our tasks. So now we will go over to our smart plans. All right, so you will see this is our smart plans applet. So at the top, we are currently in our My Smart Plans. So these are all of the smart plans that have been added to our library. So you'll see the name of the smart plan. If you have any contacts added, that will be notated by this eyeball, and the number next to it will tell you how many contacts are in that smart plan. So we currently have 1 in our My Long-Term Nurture. You'll see when it was created, the duration of the smart plan, how many touches. So that means how many times this smart plan is having you reach out. And then if we go over to actions, you'll see we can add a contact. We can edit the smart plan. Or if we click on the 3 dots, We can copy the smart plan. If we want the same smart plan, but maybe with an additional tweak or a few changes, we can copy it. Or we can publish it to the library if we want others to be able to utilize our smart plan that we created. If you click on the arrow on the left-hand side under name, it will give you a brief overview of what exactly the smart plan is, so you don't have to actually click into it. So you'll see they'll be added to the smart plan. There will be a delay for 10 days and then a phone call, etc. So if we did want to see what was in this smart plan, we will go over, well, actually, before we do that, let's go ahead and add a contact. So if I wanted to add a few contacts, this will automatically bring up your whole database. If you wanted to add your entire database to a smart plan, you can click on select all. And you'll see that it has added all of my contacts. If I wanted to undo that, I can deselect that and it will remove them. And if I just wanted to add a few people, I can click on them or I can search their name and click on them that way. You can also search by tag. So if I have a smart plan that I only wanted to go out to agents, I can go to my agents tag and all of the contacts that I have put under this agent tag will come up under this. So right now we have one agent in our database who has this agent tag. So I will check him off and then you'll see this turns green for me to have the ability to add him to that smart plan. So if we click on that, it's going to give you a few options. You either have the ability to start the smart plan immediately, or you can start it on a specific date. So this is obviously helpful if it is a holiday or a time-specific smart plan, then you may want to use this option. All right, and we will cancel that. So now if you wanted to make any edits to a smart plan, you will go over to this pencil icon. And you'll see that this brings us into our editor page. So this is one of our smart plans that we have. Up at the top, it will tell you how many days it's running, the steps, and how many touches. So you'll see the name here. So if we wanted to get rid of one of those my's, we can do that. You can see the task name. So this is what it's going to come up in your task list. It's going to tell you to make a phone call to whoever the contacts are. And then the description, if you need a little more information to remind yourself. You can add any hyperlinks. And then down here at the bottom, you can either move this up or down, delete this, or save this if you did make any changes. So if you wanted to make this call, after you sent the value email instead, and they were in the incorrect order, you can just use these arrow buttons to be able to move those around. Or if this is not even really necessary to your business, you're able to delete them. And the reason that we're not able to make any changes to this right now is because we do not have a Twilio account set up, which this smart plan is requiring a Twilio account. So this would not be able to be utilized because we don't have that set up. And then up at the top, we can also add a contact right from here. The same way that we did in the other window. So it's just another option. So if there's something missing from your smart plan that you wanted to add, you can add a trigger event. So let's say, all right, where is our agents? There we go. All right. So when we add someone to our contacts that has the agent tag, we can click choose trigger, and that is going to trigger this smart plan to automatically start for that contact. So that's what a trigger event means. All right, so if we go back, you have the ability to completely create your own smart plans by going to create. You can create the name, and that this will just bring you back into that editor where you can create all of the steps yourself. Or you have the option to go into our library up here, and you can choose from many already made smart plans, which I definitely would recommend starting off with this. So you can either search up at the top if you have something in mind. Let's say if we want a holiday smart plan, you can see all of the smart plans that will come up that have something to do with the holiday. If we are specifically looking for Christmas, you'll see that there's different emails. This one is a text message that will go out, etc. So if we wanted to add this, this will tell us how many times this has been downloaded. It will give a rating based off of other agents, what they've rated it. And it will tell you down here how many steps, the duration, and the touches. So this is just going to be one single text message on Christmas. You can click on view steps and it will tell you all of the steps. And then we can click on add smart plan. And if we click on download, you'll see up here it says success. This was added to my smart plans. So if we go back to my smart plans, you'll see that this has now been added to our library to be able to utilize for our contacts. All right, so next we are going to go into our referral applet. So this is only for KW referrals, so just keep that in mind. So this is our dashboard that we are in right now. You'll see all of the referrals in our referral network will populate here. And if you click on them, it will drop down all of their information. Their about me, any private notes that we have created about this referral, and their statistics. And then we do have referral statistics that are coming soon, as you see here. If we wanted to send a referral, we can click on this button to send them a referral. So let's say it's a seller. We can choose our fee, the deadline that they have to accept this referral by, the price, any notes about, the referral, and then we can provide the contact information, but this will not be, they will not be able to view this until they accept the referral. You also have a search bar here that you can search if you do not want to look through the list. So by typing in the name Angie, you'll see who is in our referral network, and then you'll see some out of network agents that do have that name that we are just not connected with yet. So up at the top, you're going to see your pending invites of other agents who want to join your network. Any pending referrals that you have sent out or that others have sent to you that you need to maybe attend to. Your total referrals received, and then your total sent. So you'll be able to see all of those statistics right there. So if we have a new referral that we want to start, we can click on this new referral button. So this is the same information that we had within that agent when we looked into the agents. But if we do not have an agent selected, we can click on Find Agent. And it's going to bring us over to our map. So this is a really cool feature that we have. And if we go up to the top, we'll start over here. We'll see that this is pulling by production currently. But you can choose to find agents in specific market centers or in your network specifically, or referral patterns. So maybe some agents that are connected have a pretty good connection. You can search by that as well. So if we just wanted to go by production, and let's say we wanted to look in Los Angeles. All right, so these are all of the agents in this area that come up. All right, and we need to zoom in a little bit for it to be able to populate. And you can zoom in by either hitting this plus or minus button here, or you can just scroll with your mouse, whichever one is easier. There we go. Okay, so now you'll see that over on the right-hand side, it has populated some agents that are in this area. So we did get 937 results. So we can click on that filter button. And now we can filter this a bit so we can not have as many agents and really narrow down who we want to work for, or sorry, who we want to connect with. So if we have a specific language criteria for a referral, we can click that. So let's say French. They closed at least 10 units in this area, etc., with a minimum of 500,000. So if we apply those filters, well, I guess no one speaks French. Let's remove French. That was kind of a, there we go. All right, so we went from 937 roughly to 29. So now you'll see here, if we wanted to connect with this agent, we can click on that arrow to the left of his headshot. And you'll be able to quickly see all of the contact information and the statistics. And if this works for us, we can go ahead and click add, and we can send him an invitation to connect into our referral network. And then if we wanted to send a referral, we could click on that, that icon. It looks like a mail, like an envelope. And then it's the same referral information, the referral request again. If we wanted to send a referral out to all of these agents at one time because they all fit the criteria that we're looking for, we have the ability to broadcast the referral. So if you click on that, the referral will send out to all of these 29 agents. All right, next we're going to go to opportunities. So this is where your opportunities live. This is categorized by listings, buyers, leases. The ratio, we have some statistics down here, and then you have some activity on, this will show you exactly how many opportunities you've had per month. Down at the bottom, you'll see your closings as well. So down towards the bottom, you'll have more of your statistics. So you'll see that the opportunities are broken up into different stages. So we have cultivate, appointment, active, under contract, and closed. If you need to create an opportunity, you would click on the create opportunity button here. And again, anything that has a red asterisk is required in order to create the opportunity. All right, if you go, oops, let's go back. Sorry about that. All right, let's go back this way. All right, so up at the top here, you'll see that currently we are looking at our team opportunities. So if you are on a team, you're going to have two different profiles, like I mentioned earlier on in the class. Our next header is going to be our personal opportunities. So these are just what we personally have. If you want to see them combined, you can hit all opportunities. And you'll be able to see a list of all of the opportunities that you have had that have closed in whichever time frame you have. So you can search by address, opportunity, assignee, or contact. You can add some filters. And you can add smart views again. Here you can show 25 of your opportunities, 50 or 75. So you're able to customize this however you see fit. All right. Next, we're going to jump over to campaigns. So this is where you are going to do some of your marketing and advertising. So this is our campaigns dashboard. So here you're going to see which channels are connected. So you'll see that our Facebook is connected because it is blue. Twitter, we do not have connected. And our Gmail account. And if you do need to connect these accounts, you would just click connect more accounts. Or you can go over to the right-hand side and click on the manage button, and this will tell you what is connected. Scrolling down to the bottom, we have quick posts. So these are you are able to utilize these in your marketing. And then we have some additional tips and training. So here you can click on any of these videos just for some, added tips or training on how to market. So that is our dashboard. If we click on paid ads, you're going to see some statistics up at the top based on how your paid ads are doing. So currently we're looking at all, but we can go into just our active ads. We do not have any set up yet. You can see draft, so anything that is in a draft. Any of our past campaigns and anything that we've archived that maybe we want to reutilize. So if we did want to use this again, we can click on these three dots and click on restore, or we can delete the campaign. If we wanted to create a new campaign, we would just click on this blue button up at the top. And then you have the ability to check on social ad, social post, direct mail, or email based on whatever you are looking to do. And again, we have on our YouTube channel, we have more specific classes that go a little more in depth about this. So this is our email tab. Again, this is just going to show you some statistics up at the top. And it's going to tell you if, your email campaigns have been mailed, how many you sent it to, how many people opened it, how many people clicked. And then you have the ability to preview your campaign, duplicate it, or archive it. This is direct mail. So if you want to send any direct mail You're able to see all of your statistics again at the top. And lastly, we have social posts. So this is going to give you a calendar here. Right now, we are looking at the week view, but we can change it to the month view if we want. And then you can click on whichever date, and you can schedule your social media posts right from here. So you have the ability to add whichever texts, add images, add emojis, any compliance that's required, when you would like it to be scheduled. So let's say we want it scheduled for tomorrow. And then this is going to, on the right-hand side, this will give us a preview of what this will actually look like before we go ahead and schedule it. All right, so very quickly going over to reports. So this applet is just going to give you, this is a visual representation of how your business is doing. So this is going to be an overview on our dashboard. This is going to tell you all of the sources of how you're meeting your contacts, whether it is through your KW app or your website, open houses, other agents, etc. Your database health. So this is a really good indicator of what information you need to reach out to your contacts to get. And then your database activity score is down here. So if you click on reports up at the top, you'll see that currently this is showing our opportunity reports, but we can go and click on database, goals, or opportunities and get specific reports based off of whatever statistics we are looking for. And you do have the ability to export this by clicking on the blue export button. Next, we have our goals. And if you wanted to add goals for the upcoming year, you can click on 2023. And then you can go and click on this goal settings button. And then you can get started setting up your goals. And this will track all of your goals for you. Any lead routing. So this is only going to be relevant if you are on a team. So if you are not on a team, you are not going to see this tab. This is going to track how your emails are doing. And lastly, your texts and calls. So you can see all of that information here. Designs. So here you can either search for any designs that you're looking for. You can filter based off of what design you are looking for. You can change from old to new, new to old, and you are able to change the view. So if you want it in more of a list, or if you want to be able to see the images more, you can change that. You do have the opportunity to import a design or create a design. So if you wanted to create a design, you can click on that and choose if you want email, social, print, or video. If you import a design, there we go. All right, so this is going to bring us into our design center. So you do have the opportunity to take any of these designs that are already created for you, and then it will populate your information based off of your marketing profile, or you can import your own design here. Next, we're going to go into listings. So this is synced with your MLS, as you see up here. So this is going to show your listings to be able to populate that information on your marketing. So we do not have this set up because we are not connected to the MLS, but you should have this set up. And if not, just feel free to reach out to us at support@scottleroymarketing.com and we can help you out with that. And if you needed to search for any of your listings, you could do so here in the search bar. If you click on the search at the top, you can also search for the property address in this search bar, or you can scroll around on the map and pick whichever, your listings, where your listings will populate, and you'll be able to see them on the right-hand side. And then you can see all of the information that will pull from the MLS. So if you click on sync listings, you can search by your listing address. Or you can search by the MLS number. You'll click on next. It will populate whichever listing is yours, and then you will select that listing that you want to claim as your own. So again, you're only going to do that if you are the listing agent for that listing. So last but not least, we have our consumer app. So up here at the top, you are going to see your agent site. So this is your personal branded Keller Williams website. And if you click on this link, it will take you to that site. This is going to show you all of the pages that you have on your website. And if you go over to the right-hand side where the eyeball is, teal, this blue teal color means that this page is live. If we unclick that and it goes gray, that means that you can no longer see that on your website. If you wanted to create a new page, you can click on this Create New Page button to create a page on your website. So if we go to landing pages, this is for any specific one-off pages that you want to add to your website, such as a new listing or an open house sign-in sheet. So you can add those here. You will do that by clicking on Create New Page, and then you will click on Create as a Landing Page. And over here on status, if it is green, that means that it is live. And if you click on that for it to go gray, that means that it is not live. If we go over to the three buttons here, we are able to edit, change the URL, deactivate, delete. So if we click on Guide Builder, you'll see that we have some guides here for buying and for selling. If we click on this to edit the guide, this will allow us to edit the guide that will show up on our mobile app. And this is only available to clients who are logged into your app as a consumer. So they will be able to utilize this information. And if we go to collections, this allows you to create a saved search and then share it with multiple contacts by assigning a contact to it. And this, again, this is through the app. So if we go over to the right-hand side and we click on Site and App Settings, This is going to be a behind the scenes of how we set up our website. So you are able to customize any of this based on how you would like your website to look. So you'll have some general information here. Registration is if you want, a customer to be able to view your website, or if they have an unrestricted amount, or if you only allow them to look at 2 properties before they have to register and put their information in. URLs, you can change your subdomain and your app URL here. You can add some featured listings to your site. The theme, you can either be have the red theme, or you can have the dark theme. And lastly, we have our agent site pages that you are able to customize. So you can drag and drop to change the order that this will show up on your website. All right, and that is everything that we have today for our command overview. So thank you all for joining me today. My name is Chelsea with Scott Leroy Marketing. This was our command overview class. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at support@scottleroymarketing.com, and we would be happy to answer that for you. I hope you all have a great day.